Hey guys, so STi front brake pads today. So first thing you want to do is take out your cotter pins, when we call them. I should mention that we probably did this tutorial like the hardest way possible, so I'm going to try and make it a little bit easier by giving you guys some other tips. So go ahead and take the bottom one out too. And what you want to do is take the pins out. So get any type of punch, and you can basically knock the top one out. It's a lot easier if you actually push the tab on the top of the retaining clip, and then you should be able to actually just pull it out, but I wouldn't really do that, so use the plier and basically kind of ripped it out, but he ended up actually pushing the retaining clip to get it out, so it made it a little easier. So you push the retaining clip right here. The pin should come out a lot easier, so I was able to get it out after pushing the retaining clip. And then the pin should just come right out because there's no pressure anymore on the retaining clip, so you should be able to just pull that right out. And take the retaining clip out. What you want to do is take the pads out. See, just use leverage and kind of force them out, but the easier way to do it is if you put a flathead screwdriver in between the rotor and the pad and you twist, you push the piston back a little bit, and then you can just pull it out with your hands. So anyway, so you end up getting the pads out. And then what you want to do is push the pistons all the way in so they're flat with the caliper. Okay, that's how you do that. Just use like a flathead screwdriver, press against the rotor, and then push the piston back in so it's flat. Okay, and what I want to do is basically go in reverse order. So put the new pads in, make sure they line up with the holes where you put the pins. So put it a little bit too far, so I'll move it back. Then make sure you put your outer shims back on. So here, make sure the arrow is pointing up. We go back and do this because if you don't do that, your brakes are going to make a lot of noise. So make sure you put those in. Okay, and then put the bottom pin in, and then retaining clip back in, and then just push the top of the retaining clip. You should be able to pretty much get the top pin into place. If it gets a little bit stuck, go ahead with a hammer and tap it into place. That's what we end up doing here. Okay, just tap it in lightly, it should go into place. And it's lined up with the holes on the outside of the caliper. Okay, and then you need to put your cotter pins back in. Make sure that the actual pin is lined up where you would put put it in. You look at it, see. So you had to kind of line it up a little bit to push it all the way in. Okay, and then go ahead and do the same thing with the bottom cotter pin. Make it lined up, and then push it all the way in, and that's it. So I hope this helped you.